Walmart has launched a new store brand food line. Yes, that's what I'm trying to say. Walmart has launched a new store brand food line in a bid for Gen Z dollars. According to Bloomberg, the Bloomberg Walmart beat must have been busy yesterday. And man, they had two big headlines that they broke yesterday. But the new line is called Better Goods. It's the retailer's largest private label grocery launch in 2 decades, with about 300 items across categories ranging from dairy to snacks. The new products, including items like oat milk, non-dairy frozen desserts, and hot honey seasoning, aim to capture emerging food trends and use specialized ingredients. About 70% of these items will sell for under $5, though some of them can cost as much as $15. And we had the clash of all pre-show clashes over this headline. So why do you think this headline is so important?
I think this is important because Walmart is, I think, taking a page out of the Target brand book. I think they're doing this in a category that's important to get Gen Z in, a replenishment category like affordable groceries. You know, Walmart is the go-to place for affordable groceries, but I still think groceries, any other categories beyond that, Walmart still has this like cool factor issue that they need to contend with. And I think if you're going to get people in the door, you're going to get those new customers in, you have to make them feel proud to showcase a Walmart brand. You were not doing that with Great Value before. Great Value was, I mean, I think if like I try to think of it, like if I'm going to a party at a friend's house, are you going to feel like better showing up with the Great Value brand that everybody knows is the own brand of Walmart that, just has no design, has no information, I think, from consumers about the types of products that they really want. It's just like basic white milk toast, like that's kind of the run of the mill product that you're getting. I think now you're able to jazz it up a little bit. Like, yeah, I think this is cool to bring this this Goodwill. Is that what it's called? Goodwill.
No,
Better
it's called
Goods.
it's called
Better
Better
Goods.
Goods.
I knew
Yeah,
it was
right.
two
It's
things
so
that were
hard to
like
keep all
Better Goods,
these plays
Goodwill.
on
Yes.
good straight. 100% I agree with
But
that for
I
sure.
do think that showing up with this Better Goods product, it looks better. It's like better curated to the needs of this next generation consumer with some of the other offerings that you're giving. And so to me, I think it opens the door for Walmart to kind of be seen in a category that is out, that's like speaking to that generation. And once they have success with this brand, which I think that they will, then I think it allows them to extend that into other areas of the store and really kind of become the targetized version of Walmart where people are starting to develop a relationship with the brand, or they like kind of have an affinity for the brand that they didn't before. So that's my take on this. I do think it's big news, but like you said, you are in vast disagreement from me.
Yeah. I mean, I don't disagree. I mean, here's the thing. I don't disagree fundamentally with anything you said. I just don't think it's that big of a headline. I think, I'm kind of like meh. That's my take of it. Like BFD, okay, they're doing a private label introduction. It's 300 items in food. It's a differentiation play.
The
It's
biggest
not.
one in 20 years. Like
Yeah,
that's not doesn't
I take umbrage with that too. I have a feeling they've redesigned some product lines pretty extensively. Maybe they haven't relaunched the
in
brand.
food.
Yeah, in food. I imagine they haven't, like, what's the great value? I imagine they've done some work on great value, which is much more extensive. So I think I read that headline a little, or that soundbite a little bit more skeptical than how they're putting it. But so for that reason, I'm just like, okay, yeah, if they weren't doing this, I'd be kind of like, that would be news to me. Like if Target, if Walmart wasn't going in this direction, they're trying to get some differentiation going. They're trying to round out the assortment. The question for Walmart will be like, does it work? They've tried to go the route. I mean, they had the project, I can't remember what it's called. I think it was like Project Impact or something like 10 years ago, where they tried to make the stores look more like a Target 2. That didn't work. And at the end of the day, it's just the customers vote with sales. They'll decide if they want to buy this product or not. And so that's my thing. This just seems like garden variety blocking and tackling when it comes to merchandising and assorting your products in the grocery space. And so that's my take. But any final thoughts on what I just said?
Yeah, I mean, I still think Walmart has a disconnect issue. I think that you see these ads on, online, you see the commercials that they're putting together, you see the product that they're talking about. But I think that you go into the stores, and I was just in a store last week, like you go into the stores and it still doesn't evoke the same feeling yet. I think it's still focused on really like doing whatever you can to be baseline so that you can meet the needs of your consumers for that lower, like we're the low price person. We're not going to be flashy and fancy. And I think that this could signal to me a more overt move in that direction to try to kind of match the what they're putting out into the public and what you're experiencing in their stores. I hope so, at least.
See what you said there though worries me because then you're saying that the Walmart brand needs to become more like Target and something that it's not, which I think is more of a can be sometimes conceived of as a personal opinion. I think a lot of people probably think that or conceive of that, but what Walmart's been really good at or really understanding of over the last few years is they know who they are, and so that's the question here. So my thing is like, what was the product I said like was it coconut, oat milk, non-dairy frozen desserts? Like, yeah, the customer will judge how well that will how important that is for Walmart ultimately at the end of the day. And if it works, it works. If it doesn't, great. But I think it's a tough line to tread. That's the only thing I would say here.